couple of years ago, I guess it was 3 years ago, I was doing the team coordination effort that Bridget is doing this year. So this year I'm helping out with her and helping out with coordinating the volunteers this year. But many of you have been participating in the walk run a whole lot longer than I have, that's for sure. You know, I've only been here for a couple or 4 years as a volunteer with the Capuchin Community Services, but I know some of you have been doing this a lot longer than that. So if you have any comments or suggestions that want to add into this little presentation of how to build a team, please feel free to chime in and add what you've experienced as well. But being part of the team, I just want to stress that it's all about fun. It's all about fun, and it's all about raising funds to help our ministries at the Capuchin Community Services, which, as Brother Rob said, is with the House of Peace and with St. Ben's, the meal program, and all of the other services that both sites perform on a yearly basis. And teams can be formed with any combination. They're church members, they're co-workers, there's friends, there's neighborhoods, there's classmates. They're any combination of people that you are friends with or in groups with can be somebody that you want to invite to be part of your team. And you know, everybody's aware, you know, that there's thousands and thousands of people that are in the greater Milwaukee area that need help. They're needy, they don't have enough resources to make ends meet. Some of them literally are homeless on the street that we help. And we're trying to build awareness through this run walk also of the situation that we have at hand in the greater Milwaukee area. So, you know, teams can be built for any combination of people that are in your circles or for any reason at all. You know, you might be wanting to just have a good time and have a fun time at Polish Fest, where your group of friends can get together and do something good for the community. You may want to do something in honor or in memory of somebody that close to you have passed away or who may have been homeless. A couple of years ago, a brother of mine passed away, and when we were sharing experiences and stories about his life, we found out that he did so much that nobody knew about to help the homeless. And we looked at each other and said, there's an aha moment to do something in his honor, to honor his memory, to start a team, you know, to remember what he was trying to accomplish over the years. So that's what we're doing. But building this team is easy. Jim mentioned and showed you some of the things that we have to go through to build a team, but it's pretty easy. And the software that we're using this year is the second time that we're using it, and it's becoming more easier and more intuitive to use that software. So it's easy. The first thing we do, of course, like Jim mentioned, is to register a team and get it in a place where people can search it and people can tap onto your page and register as a team member. So invite the family, invite your friends, and how do you do that? Verbally, of course, is a good way to do it, of inviting friends, but you can also use the software that we have at the registration site. Like Jim mentioned, you can use the email application that's inside the registration software, or download the verbiage or craft your own verbiage to use the software that you're used to having, whether it's on the Yahoo or the Gmail or whatever software that you're using for your emails. So it's easy to do. Make sure when you contact your friends and invite them, make sure that you're sharing the purpose of the walk run. And the purpose of the walk run, like I said, is to have fun. But the underlying purpose, of course, is to raise funds to help the ministries at the House of Peace and for St. Ben's, and to help the needy along their needs as well. And mention the perks that come along with having a team. We mentioned that if you have 10 or more members on your team, you get the team name on the sleeve, and you get a bracelet or a wristband to re-enter the Polish Fest grounds all weekend long for free. Now this doesn't all of your guests that come along to root you on and so forth don't get a wristband, but all of the registration members, people that register for the walk run do get one, whether they're on a team or not. But the admittance fee for Polish Fest, it really isn't expensive. If you're there before 5 o'clock, it's 50 cents. So anybody that's not participating and they're there before 5 o'clock, they only pay 50 cents to get in. After 5 o'clock, it's $5, which isn't bad either. But all of the registration, all the people that register get in for the rest of the weekend for free. And the courses that we're having, keep this in mind too, and share this with all of the people that you're inviting. It's a beautiful setting. It's right on the lake. The walking course is inside Polish Fest grounds this year. It's a course that's a half-mile long, but you can do as many laps as you want. So we're not going out onto the island as we did last year on the walk, because this year we have the art festival that's taking place on the same weekend, and so we have to take our running course out on the island this year. So the runners are going to be going on the island, but the walkers are going to stay within the Polish Fest grounds, and we're going to start our walk right out of our stage area. Bridget earlier said we're going to gather, this is one of the perks also that we get from Polish Fest, is having a dedicated stage this year, and the stage is going to be the Johnson Control stage. So that's going to be, we're going to enter at the middle gates of Summerfest grounds. We were on the south end last year. We're going to be in the middle this year, and it's just off to the left. The stage is just off to the left, along the lagoon of the water area. And our walk is going to start from the stage, go out on a path, and we'll have people directing. We'll meander through Polish Fest grounds, which is kind of cool, different this year. And then if we want to take several laps, we can. So when you're talking to your team members, please share that with them. And great suggestion by Bridget that when we're assembling at the Johnson Control area, you know, if you want to bring a sign that has your team name on it so your team members can find you in that area, because when you bring 3,000 people into that one site, it gets a little crowded, and this would just give them a good time to assemble for your pictures. Picture is going to be taken, I think it's going to start like at 5:15, 5 o'clock to 6:15. So you'll be able to we'll have bleachers set up and for pictures and so forth. Yes?
Isn't that going to be awfully congested if we're on the grounds?
It won't be, because we'll have marshals on the course that are going to be directing traffic, directing our walkers' traffic, and it shouldn't be too congested. We will be able to stretch it for a half mile, and we'll probably be continuous, you know, like a race car, a race, you know, they'll be lapping some people, you know, and some people will just be strolling along, and, you know, it'll take them an hour to do a half mile, and some people will take a half hour to do 2 miles. But it's a nice leisurely walk. It truly is. So, building awareness. How do we build awareness that we're having a team? One of the good ways of extending your reach is that when we do our Facebook announcements about the One Rock, like that on your Facebook page and share it with your Facebook members. That'll give them all of the dates and all of the linkage that they need to get registered. You can also send a Twitter. If anybody is tweeting, you can put a hashtag. What is it? I keep forgetting what it is. It's a hashtag #CapRunWalk. And then whenever there's something out that we tweet about, everybody else that are tweeting also will get the messages that Phil sends out. So do that. And again, Jim explained the special URL that you get when you register as a captain that has unique identity also that you can share with the people that you're inviting. So, having fun and raising funds for our ministries. One of the things that happens with the donations that we get through registration and through contributions, all of the funds stay in the local area here at the House of Peace and St. Ben's to help with our ministries. And to close out, I just want to mention to you how do we spend that money. Well, for every $5, it gives us 2 bus tickets that provide help for somebody to get with their medical appointments. And we do that every Wednesday afternoon to give people bus tickets for their medical appointments. $10 pays for somebody's GED testing. $20 puts 7 pairs of glasses on somebody, on 7 different people. We can make a pair of glasses for 7 people. $25 provides a non-perishable food box at Thanksgiving or at Christmas time. $200 pays for our milk bill for 1 month. That's 1,800 people for 1 month. $350 can assist a family with their utility so that they don't get their utilities disconnected or so that they don't face eviction. $1,000 covers co-payments of medical prescriptions for 40 people, 40 guests per month. So we use the money wisely that we get from these fundraising events. So just a reminder that the online registration is open. The deadline for early bird registration is June 5th. So we want to have all of the registrations in by June 5th in order to get that $5 discount. I had a couple of people ask if we're going to have that $5 drink and food and drink coupon this year again, and unfortunately we're not having that. But Polish Fest is offering some other things like the wristband that puts us in for free in the Polish Fest all weekend long. And the fact that we're going to have a dedicated stage this year and for subsequent years, that's a great perk that we're having as well. So I encourage you to start now and continue to do what you're doing, and certainly want to thank you again for your support, your continued support, your future support, and your new support for having a team. Thanks for joining us this year. It's a lot of fun. We do have a lot of fun.